What's good, guys? We're here for another video, and it is the trading revision once again, and this is the best week I've had. New milestones have been broken, and I've passed my first phase 2 days ago. So it's really good, guys. This week is a lot to learn from what went well and what didn't, so I can improve. But out of 4 trades I took this week, well, 5 counting the size in, which was a new thing I added, and that's what led me to passing. I got 4 trades good. 4 trades were profitable, 1 trade was not, and we're just gonna analyze what we could do better, because there's always ways we can do better. But I think this week was pretty fucking good. I'm not gonna lie to you. I got as much as I could, except on Monday. Monday I could have definitely gotten more, but I have to figure out how to tweak it and make it more profitable. Anyway, you guys know I'm not going to stop till I get to the top. Hit that like and subscribe because I ain't going nowhere. You get me? So if you guys want to join me, down below is Traders Headquarters. I'm going to say that one more time. Down below is Traders Headquarters. It's a free community where you can talk with like-minded traders. And sometimes we just be talking in there and we'll just be sharing our trades, how it went, what we could have done better, or just our thoughts on it. And we just keep each other updated here and there. It's been a bit dry right now because everyone's a bit busy. The point is, guys, down below is Traders Headquarters. I'm telling you, it's gonna blow up. And yeah, let's get to the video. See, I'm expecting this trading revision to be like 10+ minutes because I took so many trades, and the more trades I do take, the longer it takes for me to actually make the video. But as for this, we've had so many good trades, it's absolutely crazy. Like this one, we started with a 1 to 6.83. First day back, and this trade looks absolutely beautiful. As you can see, price just congesting over the daily open, and then when price came close to New York, it deviated heavily very quickly. People thought that price was in a retracement because it was been trending up for a while. I thought instantly this is the part of the trend and it's perfect with my strategy to buy to the upside. So I took a buy here. The reasons were that news, because news makes price more volatile. Another reason is the monthly open price. If you guys have checked my last video, you understand how important the monthly open price is as a support if we're going to the buy, and a sell if it's acting as resistance. And then just to top it off, price also grabbed this 5-minute liquidity just to give us that extra confirmation to tell us, yeah, buy this bitch. So essentially we bought this, and plus all those other confluences, this was also a 50% deviation, which is perfect. The bigger the deviation, the better the reward is. So this is what happened. We took a buy, we got a 6.83. I held it all the way through to this area right here. What I could have done better in this area was probably double the amount from the previous price deviation. I know it doesn't make sense, but the point is I should have had my stop loss around, well, my profit stop, I think that's what you would call it, around here. So I should have had my profit stop around here, and that would have led me to still being in the trade. I would have held this all the way through, and then I would have had my take profit somewhere up here, like there, if I was to held it through. And it would have been the same thing here, applying to where my profit stop would be, and then I would have been taken out somewhere here. If I applied this strategy, which I didn't know, I had to learn through my wins and losses, I would have had a 1 to 11.54, although always new things to learn, and I'll be right back. This Wednesday lined up with a perfect trade once again. I remember seeing this pattern multiple times before. This pattern right here, if the daily open at the start starts with price pushing to the upside and then coming into London, it goes through, which I've explained in another video, that means price at least wants to make it to the daily open or close to it before pushing back down to the downside. And in this case, it wasn't an uptrend, although price was lining up for me to take that perfect buy to the daily open. And as again, price lined up perfectly with the monthly open price, liquidity grab, and yeah, really just gave me the perfect timing as well. Everything was really perfect, although there was one issue that I'm pretty sure came later. But for this one, it was a good trade. And yeah, I really couldn't do anything better. You can clearly see it literally just touched my take profit and then started moving against me. So this was a perfect trade, you can call it. I probably could have taken the sell here, although I wasn't up. I wasn't awake. but I did understand how this pattern forms out. To the next trade, this is the first loss and the only loss I've taken this week. And you know, it literally did the opposite. It did the complete opposite to what happened yesterday. Our price starts below, pushes down a little bit, and then coming into London, it actually pushes to the other side and continues going one way. And for this was a trade I understood that I was against the trend, number one. And number two, it just didn't seem right. It's like I've been in this trade before, but I still took it because it was with the strategy, although it was not with the timing. What I mean by this is that the timing was very off, and the best I could have done was to wait and be patient, because this was the only area that if I was more patient in, right here, if I didn't take this trade here, I would have taken it here. And this area of a sell would have been way better than me taking it from here, due to the fact that it was better timing, it grabbed all the liquidity, it was stacking it all up, and I had a better chance of price actually making it back to the daily open. Although it was against the trend, and that's a lesson to learn, probably don't take these sort of pattern trades against the trend. As for this one, it happened against the trend, acting like it was going to push to the downside, which it did, although I was still buying with the trend. So for this one, I was buying against the trend. So that was just a mistake here. That's what I could learn. Just to be more patient, wait for the timing, especially when this pattern forms. And coming to Friday, how Friday looked was another perfect trade. Could have been way better, although I'm happy and I'm satisfied because this is what passed my account. And I also sized in on this position. I need to explain the sizing in and how I passed my account on this trade specifically. So this trade specifically, price came in with the perfect timing once again. It was like 5:45 that I entered in the trade. The reason why I entered in a bit earlier than usual, because usually throughout the week, I usually try to enter in 6 to 6:30. Although on Fridays, I've seen that price actually moves earlier. But this one it had the monthly open price as well. It was with the trend as well. It also grabbed liquidity, not this liquidity just here, although this liquidity before London. It grabbed this liquidity right there. I did have a thought in mind where price could potentially work against me when price was pushing up slowly and very slow, that it could come down to grab this liquidity here, because this liquidity here had a lot of congestion. So I was thinking like this liquidity was a pretty strong area for price to grab, although price didn't want to come back down there. So I ended up with just taking a buy here, and I just held it through, and price obviously formed the perfect formation with like congestion, and then price grabbing liquidity before news happening. So when news did happen, you can say I had enough liquidity to push to the upside and make it to the daily open. Honestly, from this trade, I also did expect price to continue going up, although probably just from price missing out on this chunky liquidity move, that price just wanted to come back down and try and get it, attempt to get it. But yeah, from this, guys, this is what won. I got a 1 to 3.5 and a 1 to 3. I risked half of my size in position. The reason why I sized in specifically here was because price did this sort of move. So price came up when I first bought in, price came back down. It was still touching the monthly open price this whole time. Price broke through the monthly open price, pushed through, made a newer high on the 5-minute, came back down, retested the 5-minute support right here, and then pushed through. And once price pushed through, I was like, yeah, this is the perfect time to size in once again my position, because I've heard that you can either buy in and then draw down, or you can buy in on the way to the top. And what I've read in Market Wizards is buying in while price is with you is a better opportunity than buying in when price is in drawdown. When it's in drawdown, the market's working against you. Why would you buy something when the market's clearly not aligning with what you think? As of buying when price is in profits, when price is pushing up, you have a better chance because price is going with what you think. Although my sensei Jonas, he is a rare breed. He buys when he's in drawdown, and that works for him. So I'm not saying buying in drawdown does not work, because one, I'm still learning. He has 10 years of experience and it works for him. Although what I've read in books, a lot of Market Wizard, all those books, is that it's better to buy in when you're in profits. So I tried in sizing the position. I put my stop loss here. I also cut my previous stop loss for the first trade up here as well. And essentially price never looked back and continued pushing up. And then I had my TP here for a few reasons, which turned out well for me, was that all I needed was $127 to pass my first phase, and this was like 141 combined. So this is all I really needed, so that's why it was perfect, because it was also at the daily open. The reason why also it's better to have it at the daily open is because price did not touch the daily open since the start of the daily open. And usually when price does this, its objective is to make it back to the daily open, and then it can make its move from there. And depending on how fast price does make it to the daily open will depend if price pushes past and continues going up. Although for me now, it was useless because all I needed was $141. And that's why I got this, and that's how I passed. So I think all together from this whole week, how much I made this week, which was my biggest week, and also my best week, I made around $364 this week. I lost $100 last week, something like that, and then I made $364 in the last week of the month, which is absolutely beautiful. I think Monday is the last day until until it's a new month. So this is all that's happened, guys, and the lessons I can learn in this situation was really just to figure out how to hold my trades when I'm winning, because if I held it for a bit longer, I would have had to double the amount of my trade, double the amount that I've made on Monday. And yeah, and I could have just also not taken this trade and taken it later. Even though I would have been stopped out, it would have been a better position to take that sell. This week was really good, guys. So hopefully you guys learned something from this week of my trading. As you know, failed last week. If you guys check out that trading revision last week, was my worst week, and then the best week straight after that. So it's absolutely beautiful. Went together, passed my first phase once again, and yeah. So hopefully you guys enjoy this video. Hit that like and subscribe. You know I'm not going to stop till I get to the top. So I'll catch you all on Monday.